Hello, my name is Olayemi Afolayan Jejeloye. Come 2023, I am vying for the seat of the Federal House of Representatives representing Irepodu, Isin, Okero, and Ekiti. I'm here to talk to you today about what our intentions are for our people and our constituents as a whole when we get to the office. To make it easy to comprehend, we have grouped our intentions into three major group categories. Number one is wealth creation. Number two is development. And number three is security. What do we mean by wealth creation? We're going to start from the very root. We're going to create wealth for our children. We will intervene and come in where necessary in areas of education to ensure that no child is left out of school, right from nursery education up until tertiary education. We will come in and intervene at our capacity in every way possible to ensure that finance is not an issue, and neither is ability an issue for our children to be in school. We will intervene in infrastructural projects for our education, and we will intervene in also ensuring our children get fair opportunity to be educated. We will also create wealth for our youths and our women in the area of job creation. We will attract the needed investments into our constituency and also bring governmental attention to our constituency to ensure that adequate job is created through the institutionalization and planting of jobs in our constituency. What do I mean? Attracting the needed investments from foreign and private sectors to bring in factories, to bring in industries into our constituency that is going to help create a value chain that will give jobs to our women and give jobs to our female youths. We will also attract governmental attention to encourage these investments. For example, we will fight seriously and we will speak seriously and advocate for tax waivers for people that are going to bring in industries and bring in factories into our constituents that is going to help to create a good value chain for jobs for our youths and our women. We will also be creating wealth through vocational means, and I'm talking in terms of all our artisans, our handymen, our farmers, cattle rearers, and people that are in the vocational sector, by providing the needed intervention and supplements that they need to make life easier for them to produce. We will be bringing in as much investment as we can from the private sector, even from foreign investors, to invest in our farming, in our agriculture, in our vocational and artisan labors to improve and make it better so that we can have better productivity and better yields from there. That way we can create wealth for the people that are working directly in this sector. We'll be focusing on our health sector in three different ways. First of all, we will be intervening in the needs and the deficits of our health sector and our health infrastructure across the constituency through our constituency projects. We will personally come in, assess all the health facilities and see how we can intervene based on what is available for our constituency projects. The second way we will be influencing both federal and state government intervention and attract their attention to our constituency so that they can use part of whatever the general budget for health is to come into our constituency and meet our people's needs. And the third way will be to use our office to appeal and clamor for intervention through the private sector and through private individuals and notable individuals in our constituency to come in and also impact on our health sector. We can also create wealth through the vulnerable, people with special needs, and the elderly. How do we intend to do that? We'll be focusing a lot of our constituency projects on empowerment programs that is going to reach out directly to the vulnerable, the people with special needs, and our elderly and pensionable people. So when we get to the house, focus on bills that is going to have direct impact on how pensions are being paid to ensure that our elderly get what is due to them at the right time. We also plan on coming up with a bill that is going to give free Medicare to all pensionable people that can help them to cope with their medical expenses at their old age. Our second point agenda is on development. Most of the developments would have happened in wealth creation. And how do we mean? We are going to focus on two major areas of development: human development and infrastructural development. For human development, like I said, through our constituency project, we will focus on a lot of empowerment programs that is going to have direct effect to our people in our constituency and is going to enable them to be able to develop themselves skill-wise and also intellectual-wise so that they can effect the needed growth in our constituency. The second part will be development of infrastructure. We will be doing a lot of attraction through private investment and through governmental attention to our infrastructure in our constituency. Like I've said and I've always said, what we lack in our constituency is the right voice to speak for us. We will be going there and we will be speaking directly to all governmental agencies and all government at all levels so that we can get the desired attention to invest in our infrastructural development. We would also be reaching out to private investors in our constituency who would have attracted to come and invest in our constituency to also, through their CSR and through their corporate social responsibility department, reach out to our infrastructure to help us develop our infrastructure. We will also be intervening in infrastructural development through our constituency projects. As we all know, security is a major challenge that is bedeviling our country right now. We will be intervening through our constituency allowances to support the already existing security infrastructure that has been provided by the federal government. I'm talking about the police, the civil defense, the man o' war, and army, and all other security agencies. We will be speaking to all governments at every level to ensure that we have the presence of every security agency within our constituents to cover gaps and to ensure that every security challenge that are currently being experienced in our constituency is addressed directly. We will also be intervening by partially funding most of our security agencies with the needed equipment that they need so that they can fight this menace adequately. I also strongly believe that if we tackle our wealth creation objective very judiciously and effectively, it is going to also reduce the security threats that we have in the area. When our youth have jobs and our children are in schools and wealth is created generally in our constituent, there will be less hands to be used for devil acts and for bad acts that are going to affect our security in our constituency.